Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name is Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 187. And to start, I need to profusely apologize to all of you. I apologize for missing last week. Okay, we're kicking it back off. It's DJ season. I had prom last Friday. Okay, and if for those of you who know, you know, we always do a prom recap every year. There's a good chance for DJing a prom, and of course, this year's no different. And of course, no difference like last year. Then this year, the Monday after prom, I'm immediately sick because I just go hard. I work all week and then do prom all weekend. And then boom, it's just I run myself into the ground. And now plus being around all of the people at the prom, of course, with germs and everything. COVID, hello. Is COVID still a thing?
What are we doing?
So it's just like a situation where it's a pattern. I'm patternistic. It happens every year, and here we are. So naturally, I just kind of let last week go, and for that, I apologize. It won't happen again. And so while we were gone, a magnitude of things happened, dude. Okay, listen, check it out. Big news, exciting news. If you haven't seen the socials already, we made YouTube partner.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
We are now officially among the ranks of those within the realm of the YouTube partnership. We have met our subscriber requirements. We have met our public watch hour requirements within a 365-day span of time. And all I have to say is thank you. I mean, this is something that I've been, I think, working towards since I uploaded my first YouTube video back in like 2008, 2009. I mean, I have been on this platform doing a magnitude of different things. Podcasting, magic, vlog. I mean, the whole 9 yards. We've been at this creation, this content creation game now for over 10 plus years through different avenues, of course, but finally, here we are within the realms, accepted, ready to go. We're official YouTube partners. And so congratulations to all of you. Thank you to our 2,000 plus subscribers. It's because of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our new audience, our new fans, those who have been commenting on the videos, those who have been there since the beginning. I mean, we just celebrated our 4-year anniversary. Okay, we posted the first episode of the podcast, I think, on like April 19th or something the last couple of weeks ago, back in April of 2021. We posted the first episode. We were talking about Grey's Anatomy and a plethora of other random topics that I just kind of sort of threw together. And of course, the show has transitioned from having that many people on to guest, to co-host, to solo, dolo, to just me, to backdrops, to standing, sitting, the desk, get rid of it. Who knows what we're doing next week. But now we're here, and I thank you. And it's just been an incredible journey thus far, learning and clipping and the shorts and everything that we've just kind of sort of micro accomplishments through the last 4 years, everything that 280 plus and all of our other podcast friends just pioneering the way for them to also succeed. So shout out to you guys, shout out to the viewers, shout out to the listeners, shout out to anyone who has ever hit the subscribe button. And if you're listening right now, because we're partner, we have even more analytics and data that we have to go through now. I know that like 67% of you watching have not hit the subscribe button.
What are we doing?
And it's a little unlawful if you ask me. So I'm going to need you to do that now. Hit the bell, hit the thumbs up, hit the sub button, and let's get into it. So listen, dudes, all I do all day long is win on Twitter.
All I do is win,
okay,
win,
it
win,
is
no matter what.
Absolutely insane. I am just that guy on Twitter. I have received so much free stuff from just having a Twitter account that it is literally unfathomable. In my lifetime, I have received countless gift cards and meal vouchers and t-shirts from the Sheetz gas station. Every other week, Sheetz on Twitter running a contest. All you got to do is respond with a hashtag or do whatever they tell you to do in the original tweet, and boom, your luck is about a 30% win rate, and they're going to send you something for free. We have multiple t-shirts downstairs with the Sheetz logo on it. We have gotten multiple gift cards. I mean, it is literally the easiest thing to get free stuff from Sheetz on Twitter. I've also won just a few months ago on Pokemon Day. I got myself one of the OG fossil deck holographic Articuno cards from a Pokemon account on Twitter. Okay, I won that. You guys saw it. You know what I mean? It continues to happen. Anytime I see a verified account on Twitter and they're like, yo, whatever's happening, we're doing a giveaway. Here's what you could win. If I'm remotely interested and the following stipulations are met, I'm entering the giveaway. 1, if they only require me to follow them and one other person. Once you require me to follow more than 2 people for your social media giveaway, get out.
What are we doing?
Rule number 2 is I usually have to comment and repost the post. That I'm okay with. If I also have to comment on the post and tag more than one of my friends, if it's like comment on this post, retweet, and tag 2 friends, I'm out.
What are we doing?
And then last but not least, if that's it, then that's it. If there's any other stipulations, whether it's like a video, subscribe on YouTube, no way, Jose, I'm out.
What are we doing?
In order to get these giveaways going, in order for me to participate, we have to abide by the 3 laws. I'm only following you and one other person. I'm only commenting, and potentially a lot of times we don't have to tag friends, and those are the ones I like the best. But if I have to tag someone, it should only be 1, babes. Don't require me to tag more than 1 account because then I start panicking. And then other than that, as long as there is no other stipulations, is stipulation number 3. So that's an easy peasy social media giveaway. Sandy has these girlfriends that are running these scams on Instagram, trying to just get their follower count through the roof. And in order to win the iPad and the Ninja Creamy that they're giving away, and the Kindle, and the $300 massage package, and the 3-night vacation stay in a hotel, and a Ninja Blaster for your kitchen, in order to win their giveaway, you have to go to this specific Instagram account that they set up and follow all of the accounts that that account follows. Stick with me. The only followers that account has is Sandy's friend and her 20 other friends.
What are we doing?
And so you have to go through and follow 20 different stay-at-home moms just to be oh, and by the way, comment, like, subscribe, hashtag, and tag 12 of your other friends after you're done following all 20 of the women in the giveaway. And then maybe, eventually, maybe you'll win the iPad or the Ninja Panini Press or whatever gift basket that the soccer moms are giving away on Twitter that they've all come together for, when in reality, it's just a scam to boost their numbers. Yeah, sure, they'll give away the iPads. They'll give all the shit away, but their audience is now based on a lie. Their audience is now based on the fact that they give away iPads and not what it is that they're slinging with their affiliate links in their stories in the weeks to come.
What are we doing?
And so that's exactly how you don't do a social media giveaway, but instead you require the very least from the direct audience you're trying to target. And if you're trying to target someone who wants a Pokemon card or a piece of Breaking Bad memorabilia, then the requirements for the giveaway should be very, very small. A simple follow, a simple comment, a simple retweet or repost, and boom, you're entered.
What are we doing?
And so this week, all I gotta do is
win, 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 no matter what.
You know what I mean? I won again, dude. It was better when I won the Pokemon card in March, and now here we are the next month. I'm 1 for 1. I've won something on Twitter just about every month this year.
What are we doing?
Now, I've given out my address to random strangers on the internet, but they've got a blue check mark, so they must be trustworthy.
What are we doing?
So, but hey, the stuff arrives in the mail. And so what did I win this week, dude? You see it. You saw it in the promo. You saw it on social media. I mean, look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to at It's Saul Goodman. I'll have his Twitter handle on the screen. Shout out to Saul Goodman on Twitter.
What are we doing?
Because the Saul Goodman, by the way, at It's Saul Goodman, verified, has the little legal thing beside his name. It's 100% legit. It's really him. You know what I mean? I think he's proven it. Checked his pinned tweet on the profile. And he picked me out of everyone. The only requirements after I received this item was a selfie. I posted that right before hitting record here, so we're good to go there. And I told him, hey, buckle up. You're getting at least half a pod episode with it on. So shout out to Saul Goodman. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a one-of-a-kind, one-of-one. This is a very rare piece, okay? The fact that I have this in my possession right now is kind of surreal. This is one of the official aprons. This is the apron that Gustavo Fring wore in season 4, episode 17 of Breaking Bad.
What are we doing?
They got this from the set, okay? They procured it from the set. They got it directly from the actor who plays Gustavo himself. I'm blanking on his actual name right now. I'll put it up on, you know what I mean? So we got it from him. This is a one-of-one, okay? His signature is on the back side here. I have a certificate of authentication somewhere over there. And this, my friends, is 100% not just something that you can buy on Amazon for $24.99. You can't get this at any standard Breaking Bad gift shop straight from Amazon, 2-day free delivery to your home. This is something that they procured straight from the set of Breaking Bad. Gustavo Fring wore this apron.
What are we doing?
And I won. I won the Twitter giveaway, and just a second round of applauses for me. First, we made partner this episode. Then I won this one-of-one, very rare, definitely not from the front page of Amazon.com apron, Breaking Bad memorabilia. Bryan Cranston doesn't even have memorabilia like this.
What are we doing?
And so now I am not only the owner of a brand new holographic Articuno fossil card from the Pokemon trading card series, I now have this rare commodity. I mean, going on the shelf right over there, it is a Los Pollos chicken, Gustavo Fring, Breaking Bad, genuine, straight from season 4 from the set, the man himself. He probably sweated on this. How freaking cool. I mean, wins all around.
What are we doing?
No matter what.
And so I keep winning. I keep winning on Twitter. And if you want, I mean, dude, be like me, bro. Be like me. Make a Twitter account and just start whatever type of stuff you're into. Start following those accounts, Pokemon, Breaking Bad. And then eventually they'll start popping up. You'll start seeing them. I'll be like, hey, I'm doing a giveaway. Just like and subscribe, and boom, you're entered. And then guess what? You'll start winning free, authentic, I mean, just whatever these people are giving away. I've signed up for so many. And now, like, listen, I do so many. And I don't tell you about all of them that I did and didn't win. But when you start winning, it seems like you win a lot. So just do yourself a favor. Make a Twitter account. Start signing up for some of those fantastic giveaways. I mean, Los Pollos, Los Pollos Hermanos. You know what I'm saying? It's Breaking Bad.
What are we doing?
So the argument that has taken over not necessarily the internet, but the male population. Here's what I have discovered. That when it comes to the argument of 100 grown men versus a gorilla, one single silverback full-grown male gorilla, 100 men versus one gorilla, the women have no idea we're talking about this.
What are we doing?
The female population, aside from maybe 10% who actually like and talk to their boyfriends, don't know about this argument. This 100 men versus one silverback gorilla is the 2025 Roman Empire for all men.
What are we doing?
Every man on the planet has seen this argument within the last week, and every other woman on the planet has no idea it exists. And so that's the fun part. So ladies, if you're listening, listen up, because this is all that your fiance or better half has been thinking about for the last week and a half. And it is, in fact, if 100 grown human being men can take on a one single multi-100 pound, super thick layer of skin, dense bone, silverback gorilla. And I am here to put the debate to rest. I have the answers, I have the science, I have the evidence, because I'm smart.
What are we doing?
And I've thought about it. I've listened to the arguments. I've been on TikTok on both sides, okay? Much like, ladies, listen, much like your boyfriends, they have both gone back and forth, okay? Yesterday, they were on the side of the men. The day after that, they were on the side of the gorilla. The day after that, they saw a different scientist talk on TikTok, and now they're back on the side of man, and I'm here to break it down for you. Here's the first issue. We're talking about 100 men here.
What are we doing?
And if you know anything about men, 9 times out of 10, most of them are a bunch of little pussies.
What are we doing?
And so what I will venture to assume is that the first 20 to 50 men out of the group of 100 are either going to perish and or witness another man perish and then run the other direction. So they're instantly no good, leaving you with only 30% of the group of men left. Now, here's the other thing. The rules are, and by the way, the rules, just fist only. No food, no bananas, no weapons, no rocks. Fist only for the men, fist only for the gorilla. 100 men versus one gorilla. My venture guess would be that no matter how tough or strong of 100 men you get, even if you got 100 Dwayne "The Rock" Johnsons, I would venture to imagine that once the first couple Dwayne "The Rock" Johnsons gets their heads directly ripped off by the gorilla, the other 20 to 30 right behind them are going to either instantly pass out, vomit, or run away screaming for their lives indefinitely.
What are we doing?
You can't break the nature of man. And so once you witness that fearsome act that the gorilla is inevitably going to thrust upon the first 10 to 20 men that attack it, you're kind of double thinking your moral standards, your mentality, your physicality. Like, damn, am I really that strong? I should probably get out of here before it's too late.
What are we doing?
And so that's the first issue in the argument. Now, the second bit of science is the gorilla. And so what I think a lot of people fail to realize is that, yes, it is just one gorilla, but at the same time, the gorilla's skin is about 4 to 5 times denser than that of a man. And the gorilla's bones are then even backed by a 2 to 3 times thickness than that of a man. So you can't just start going it. You're not going to be able to bite the gorilla. You're not going to easily be able to break his arms. What is going to happen first for the gorilla is, if anything were to happen, the gorilla would potentially become tired after slaughtering anywhere from 30 to 50 of the men. So if the remaining half of the group of men can be smart, and at that pivotal moment when the gorilla needs to necessarily rest, then they might be able to strike and get something done as a group. But at the end of the day, we're still just talking about one gorilla versus 100 men. And when you look at gorillas fight, I mean, look at this right here. Just look at these two. I mean, what's your plan now? When you see something like this, what do you think the men are going to then do differently than what just another gorilla would do? I mean, it's full on like, oh. Where's the zookeeper? The zookeepers are hiding, lady, because it's just nature. This is what happens, okay? And so at the end of the day, I believe that the final result would go as follows. I believe that the remaining 10 to 30 men would most likely be able to use all of their fully stored energy and stamina to take over the now exhausted one gorilla. Because in order for the gorilla to actually get through, I don't know, 70 to 80% of said 100 men, it's going to deplete anywhere from 60 to 75% of its energy. And so with only 25% of health left, you really would need to go up against probably a lot less men. So I think at the end of the day, the sheer number of men will outweigh the energy of the gorilla, but it's not going to come without consequence for probably 70 to 85% of the men involved.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? And so then the question just then becomes, what does necessarily 10,000 gorillas against 1,000,000 men look like? And thanks to AI and computer generation, it looks exactly like this. And so when you have 1,000,000 grown men versus 10,000 gorillas, things get a little interesting, okay? Things get a little, dare I say, it doesn't end well for the 1,000,000 men in this situation. But again, we can't really test this in real life. I think Mr. Beast is trying to put something together, but at the end of the day, I don't think he'll get the permits and or permission and or signatures to sign off on a 10 men versus one gorilla style Mr. Beast video. You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of the What Are We Doing podcast is not only brought to you by Los Pollos Romanos Chicken Shack, it's brought to you by our friends at Dude Robe. That's right, you got to go to duderobe.com, DUDEROBE.com, and you're going to do your summer shopping there. I know you need some new lounge shorts, and I know you need some new slides, not only for the gym, but for vacation as well. And you're going to get them at what? DudeRobe.com, because they not only have the most comfortable robes for not only men, women as well. Don't let the name confuse you, ladies. You can get a dude robe too. Megs rocks hers non-stop, okay? The robes have a towel inside liner so you're nice and dry out the shower, a permanently attached belt so you never lose it, plenty of pockets for your phone, your gear, your smoke, whatever you got, your vape. It's going to be protected with your dude robe. It's got a hood. It's a sweatshirt-like material on the outside. It's everything I was looking for in a robe, and I am so happy to have found and partnered with Dude Robe. You've seen him on Shark Tank. Shark Tank, baby girl. I'm talking Mark Cuban. I'm talking Mr. Wonderful. I'm talking Lori. I'm talking the other guy, Robert. I'm talking... Listen, when someone steals a deal from Barb, okay, when Barb Cohen is on Shark Tank, and anyone, whether it's Lori, Mr. Wonderful, whoever else is on the panel that day, when someone steals a deal from Barb, I'm shouting from the rooftops.
What are we doing?
I only watch episodes with Barb on Shark Tank now to see people steal her deals because she always makes it so personable. I only invest in businesses that I like, and I'm a real estate agent, and I only invest in businesses that are great, and I had this business and that, da, 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 da. And then when she finally puts the offer in, Lori comes in with 5% less, more money, and they pick Lori over Barb every effing time.
What are we doing?
I swear to God, it's my favorite new part about Shark Tank, except for the fact, number one being that Dude Robe was on Shark Tank. So you know it's a legitimate product. You need to go to duderobe.com, okay? And when you're ready to check out, when you're done shopping for the robe, when you done got the slides, when you done got the pants, when you done got everything else that they have to offer, they've got NBA prints, they got UFC print, they got all sorts of prints. What you need now to finalize the entire thing is 20% off. And to get that, the only way to do it is at checkout, you're going to pop in that promo code WAWD. Now, here's what we've discovered. A man named Jonathan submitted his order last week without putting in the promo code WAWD.
What are we doing?
Jonathan put in 20% more of his own hard-earned money that can't even buy him a carton of eggs these days into the Dude Robe cart. Now, the guys at Dude Robe appreciate it, but I'm trying to get you 20% off. So please, whatever you do, do not be like Jonathan. Do not make the same mistake he did. And before you click checkout, finalize, place that order, send it to me, make sure you use promo code WAWD. It stands for WAD. It stands for
What are we doing?
And you'll get 20% off the entire package, the entire order, whether you get one robe, shorts, slides, two robes, one for you, two for you, three for her. You're going to get 20% off the entire thing. And that is what we do for our friends at the What Are We Doing podcast. Now, all you got to do is get back to the show. Enjoy.
What are we doing?
Dude, let's talk about Wiz Khalifa for a minute, because this man, Wiz Khalifa, is Wiz Khalifa one of the top rappers out right now? Can we say that?
What are we doing?
Can we say, I mean, I know like he's not active. I don't think he's had like an album. Has he had an album out? I don't think in recent years. I think he's just kind of been riding the wave of some of his old music. I know he put a lot of time and energy into the weed brand. And so what I'm curious about is if we can classify, because I've been listening to some old Wiz Khalifa mixtapes. I've been listening to some Wiz Khalifa freestyles. And I mean, my man, when it comes to the lyrics and the bar and everything, just the whole composure of it all, it is safe to say that I would put, if having to make a Mount Rushmore top 10 official ever stamped into history of a list, Wiz Khalifa would have to be within the top 10 rappers of all time. Hot take?
What are we doing?
Not sure? Let me know. I'm sure you will in the comments. So, I mean, just from that alone, it's just kind of like, you know, and don't even get us started. Like I already mentioned it, Khalifa Kush, okay? If you know, you know. But the brand, premium product, super expensive. If you can afford it, I don't usually get it. I get it once in a while, okay? I get KK once in a while when it's a special occasion. Because to afford Khalifa Kush on a weekly or daily basis, I mean, that's a bougie lifestyle.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? If you know, you know. So, I mean, that's rocking and rolling for him. And so, and like what else? He's got podcast appearances. Wiz Khalifa was just with Bobby Altoff getting her high for the first time. And I mean, just look at Precious Bobby. Bobby Altoff and Wiz Khalifa, dare I say, a precious duo together, not as a couple. She just soft launched another boyfriend / potentially new fiance just the other day on Instagram. Breaking news, Bobby Altoff.
What are we doing?
So like not as a couple. I don't think Bobby and Wiz would be like romantically involved, but like on a weekly show, on a live stream for like 10 plus hours, on a podcast like this, I mean, they kind of hit it off every single time. So allegedly, this would be the first time that Bobby has smoked a little. And so she's just a little too, she's, dare I say, she's on Mars with Elon Musk.
What are we doing?
And so that just, I mean, she's adorable. He's adorable. Just these two, I could watch Wiz Khalifa and Bobby all day long. Like, it's just,
Reflection.
look at this. High as shit.
I'm just checking to see if I looked normal. I do.
If you look normal?
Yeah, like you said, I see it in your eyes. I was making sure you can't.
100%
No,
a
you look
high
great.
thought.
But
What are we
looking at
doing?
yourself in a knife, that makes you look stoned.
Yeah.
I just noticed it.
I'm just saying.
Thanks.
Love it.
That was a weird laugh.
I have a strange laugh.
That's what you laugh like anytime something's funny?
Isn't that what everybody does?
Like that?
You know what I mean?
You said, is that
Is
how
that the
I
laugh you make every time something's funny?
Oh.
Like you're watching a funny movie and you do that?
Yeah. I laugh like that a lot on my songs, too. Because I be having such a good time when I'm recording. I just
Have you always had that laugh?
bust down laughter.
Have you always had that laugh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you get bullied for it? This is a genuine question.
You know what I mean? They're adorable.
What are we doing?
Tell me you wouldn't watch. It's just her energy or lack thereof, and him, and the genuine. They're like friends, and I like it. I like them together. And so, I mean, like I said at the beginning of this whole bit, is that like Wiz Khalifa potentially top 10, and I came across what could be potentially one of the best freestyles. Now, I have been on Twitter, I have been on record, I have been on this podcast stating that I think in today in 2025, because we just got another one a few weeks ago, I think we need to finally uncancel DaBaby.
What are we doing?
Can we let whatever he said go, please? We've uncanceled everybody else. We've got Candace Owens out here preaching for Harvey Weinstein's release. We don't really give a shit about the Epstein list anymore. And like nothing, there's no, Kevin Spacey's back. All the comedians are back on stage after all their essay allegations, alleged, you know what I mean?
What are we doing?
And so like cancel culture's kind of like not a thing, but like also DaBaby is still not like allowed to be a rapper in today's hip hop society. I get it. He when you go after the LGBTQ community, it's hard to come back from, and I understand. But listen, it's arguable that DaBaby is potentially one of the best freestylists in modern history.
What are we doing?
He's so good. If you haven't seen one of his freestyles, that's not what we're talking about today. Go Google one of those after you're done listening to this entire episode. But what we are going to review in entirety right here, right now, hopefully we don't ruin our brand new YouTube partnership by getting a copyright strike on day one, but it is going to be this phenomenal freestyle from Wiz Khalifa, and it is none other than the Llama Llama Challenge.
What are we doing?
Now, for those of you who don't know, Llama Llama Red Pajama is a pretty poppin', pretty popular, pretty boomtastic children's book. If you haven't read Llama Llama Red Pajama to your child, and they're as of the age of like 2 to 5 years old, go buy it, get it, library, it's free, rent it, check it out, read it to your child. And so what now rappers are doing now is this Llama Llama Red Pajama rap challenge. And so we give Wiz Khalifa an instrumental, one of his own. And so then he goes in reading the words from the book Llama Llama Red Pajama. And it's probably one of the hardest things you'll hear in probably this week. It's going to be one of the hardest things you've heard definitely this week. Listen to this.
Yeah. Yeah. Wiz Khalifa.
You know what it
Yup,
is.
It's the Cruise Show, Real 92.3. Llama llama red pajama reads a story with his mama. Mama kisses baby's hair. Mama llama go downstairs. Llama llama red pajama feels alone without his mama. Baby llama wants a drink. Mama's at the kitchen sink. Llama llama red pajama calls down to llama llama. Mama says she'll be up soon. Llama hums a tune. Llama llama red pajama waiting for his mama. Mama isn't coming yet. Baby llama starts to fret. Llama red pajama whispers something for his mama. Mama llama hears the phone. Baby llama starts to moan. Llama red pajama listens quiet for his mama. What is mama llama doing? Baby llama starts boo-hooing. Llama red pajama hard loudly for his mama. Baby llama stomps and pout. Baby llama jumps and shouts. Llama red pajama in the dark without his mama. Eyes wide open wide. Covers drawn his mama llama.
He loses it, but he kills.
What are we doing?
He's Wiz Khalifa. Like, and then I think he brings it back. He brings it back. Let's bring it back.
Llama red pajama weeping wailing for his mama. Will his mama ever come? Mama llama run. Oh,
You know what I mean?
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? If you don't put Wiz Khalifa in the top 10, put him in the top 10. I don't care where on the list he needs to be. But I mean, overall, rapper, entrepreneur, business, it's done. It's in the books. He's a billion. I think is he a billionaire? Is Wiz? Let's find out. Is Wiz Khalifa a billionaire? No, not yet. Okay, well, he's only worth about 70. He hasn't even hit, he hasn't even hit 9 digits. I thought he made more money than that, but it's fine. He's still talented.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? It's Wiz Khalifa. And so it really doesn't get better than that. And so if you haven't seen that freestyle, I mentioned the babies, go look those up. The freestyle world of hip hop and morning radio shows right now is kind of popping. It always has been. We always love a good little Dicky freestyle. You know what I mean? The freestyles on the radio. We need to bring more of those back. We need to bring more of those freestyle sessions. Anytime a rapper, I've seen too many rappers on a radio station morning interview and they just let them walk out. They don't even rap. They don't even freestyle. If you have a rapper on your morning show and they're not doing at least a 1 minute, 60-second freestyle bar for bar challenge, get them out.
What are we doing?
Like, that should be basics. That should be basics as a rapper. If you have a record deal, if you're in a building on a radio station promoting whatever it is you're promoting, you got to do it. You have to. That's the new rule of 2025. You have to drop a freestyle. Okay. And speaking of drops, this week we've got the movie trailer of the century. Okay. The one we've all been waiting for. It's Now You See Me 3.
What are we doing?
And for those of you like Levi, oh my God, it's Now You 3 Me. No, they didn't call it that. It was right there. I had it on a silver platter in front of them. And instead of calling it Now You 3 Me, it's just called Now You See Me, Now You Don't, Now You See Me 3 for short. It's the most terrible title.
What are we doing?
And so we got a trailer this week, okay? And it's here. And it's just something that listen. Let's watch it together and then we'll judge it. We'll take it in appropriately because I think we hit a mark here. Let's see.
In the world of magic, everything that disappears reappears. Whew, it is very good to be back.
Same as always.
You're gonna be our helper.
Okay. Disappear in 3, 2, 1. Okay, Daniel Atlas in the house. Who wants to see a magic trick?
I think we would have made the horseman proud. My Atlas was spot on.
Really? I'll be the judge of that. According to that card, for some reason, I need you.
Why not the other horsemen?
The other horsemen are dead.
Oh my God, what?
No, they're like dead to me. Things got too real for them. They gave up.
So now it's just Jesse Eisenberg, Daniel Atlas's character, with a whole new gang of young magicians because the other horsemen are, quote, dead to him.
What are we doing?
And I guarantee, and there is no chance in hell, right, that randomly somewhere along the way on whatever it is that they're all about to go do together, that the old horsemen are going to show up and it's going to be a big whole thing, right? Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
Things got too real for them. They gave up. Stop interrupting. I'm talking about a trick that is bigger and better than anything you have ever seen. It's now or never.
What's the trick?
What are we doing?
The heart diamond. It's the most valuable jewel in history.
But what makes this diamond so special?
We're stealing a diamond.
Tarot card told us.
We're stealing a diamond.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
It's a heist movie. It's a damn heist movie. Now You See Me 3 has officially entered the heist movie, the Fast and Furious franchise. They've done it!
What are we doing?
After this Now You See Me 3, we are going to get so many more Now You See Me movies. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Paramount, whatever stupid Hollywood studio put this movie together. Thank you. We are now in the Fast and Furious-ification of the Now You See Me franchise, where if you thought the first movie had nothing to do with magic, and especially thought the second movie had a lot less magic and absolutely had nothing to do with magic, then by God, why don't we bring back David Copperfield and all the old Theory 11 and Illusionist guys on set? We need real magicians to teach Jesse Eisenberg how to do his card tricks again for the third time around. But this time, you'll never guess what's at stake. The biggest diamond in U.S. history is here on a cruise ship, and we've got to steal it to bring down the evil, most terroristic empire that man has ever seen. It's going to be up to us four magicians. It's going to be up to us to save the world from this evil terrorist group that has holding this gigantic diamond.
What are we doing?
Right?
For decades, the Vanderbergs have been selling diamonds to warlords, arms dealers, traffickers.
Right, they're
to help
terrible
launder
people.
Their money.
If you want to stop the devil, don't cut off her hands.
Okay.
You lift her wallet.
Wow.
Open sesame.
Still safe with me.
Relax. Diamonds are forever.
Stop him!
Okay, now that...
What are we doing?
That's either probably one of the sexiest things I've ever seen or one of the cringiest, and I'm not entirely sure why. When Jesse Eisenberg goes like this and he says, that's because diamonds are forever. Like, come on, I'm half a chub, but I'm just telling you, it's not... It might be one of the... I think I'm leaning more towards cringe. I think that's where we're at.
What are we doing?
Him!
Disappears. Oh, there's Jack.
What are you doing here?
Saving your ass.
Emily Reed?
Fanboy later.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
They're all back.
No, you.
Let's go.
Yep. Okay.
My horseman.
Yep.
We were brought together for
Now
a
he's
reason.
a good guy.
He's kicked in.
They're all
Bring down
together
two
now.
generations of criminals with a single sleight of hand.
8 magicians against a worldwide criminal network.
Magicians against a worldwide criminal network.
What are we doing?
The Vanderbilt family has been selling blood diamonds to warlords, drug dealers, and terrorist groups for centuries, and it is up to Daniel Atlas and his Avenger group of street magicians to save the world.
What are we doing?
We are fully invested. We are in 100%. We're back. If you were tired of the Fast and Furious franchise, guess what, baby? They're almost done those. They're done those now. No more fat. We got like one more, I think Vin Diesel is begging to try to make because he's out of money. And so we're maybe getting one more of those, but buckle up because you're going to transition real quick into the world of Now You See Me. Just when you thought we were going to get 3 Woody Harrelsons, and then the beginning of the trailer, we're like, what? 0 Woody Harrelsons in this movie?
What are we doing?
We didn't get to see his twin in the trailer, so hopefully there's at least 2, but we were expecting 3, let alone 1 potentially. You know what I mean? We need this movie to just destroy the box office. I'm talking, we need to make this the ultimate movie. Okay, when's it come out? November 14th, 2025. Put your butt in the seat of the theater.
What are we doing?
Because Now You See Me, Now You Don't is only in theaters on November 14th, 2025. Let's go. I'll be first in line. I'll get my tickets first, and then everyone else behind me can have their turn because we've got to be there for this movie. If they don't get the return that they were expecting, they might not make a 5th one. Oh, and don't worry, I didn't skip a number because they're already making a 4th one.
What are we doing?
I'm telling you, we are in the Fast and Furious-ification of the magic Now You See Me. It was about magic for about 20 minutes during the first film, and then it fell right off. And that's where we're at with the whole thing. But we've got now 3 in the franchise. A 4th one's coming, and I guarantee you we'll probably have 6 more after that if Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg have anything to fucking do with it.
What are we doing?
Dude, it's Now You See Me 3, and they didn't call it Now You 3 Me. Why didn't they call it Now You 3 Me? He finds 3 new magicians. There's 3 of the old ones come back. It's a whole thing. I don't know. Just they should have called it Now You 3 Me.
What are we doing?
But it's here. I mean, is there more to the trailer? Should we finish the what's left of the trailer? God, a whole nother minute and a half.
I like our chances.
On the good foot. Want to see a magic trick?
That is?
Everything's a magic trick.
Shall we get on with it?
Hey guys, dead end.
Open sesame.
And just
Way to represent merit.
stale.
Was it?
Never know.
I think you do know.
Just stale comedy. Now you see me, now you don't. It's not good. It doesn't look good. I don't think it's going to do good. I'm going to do my best to help it do good because, hey, we have got to keep this franchise alive just to see where it goes. One of the horsemen has to die. So, come on. Let's go. Jump it up to 10, make it even more ridiculous, give us even more fake magic or whatever they're trying to claim, like that Woody Harrelson scene with him in the hallway when the cop showed up. That was definitely a mirror. It'll break and reveal that Woody Harrelson wasn't actually there and it was an illusion.
What are we doing?
Like it's all predictable as if it was one big effing magic trick.
What are we doing?
And so it's Now You See Me 3. Now you see me. Now you don't. And if you're excited as I am, if you can't tell, you're gonna need to go watch it. Listen, last but not least, I thought we were done this year talking about Miss Katy Perry, but apparently she had more up her sleeves as soon as she touched back down to earth.
What are we doing?
Now, since we covered that space story, it's since come out, learning from inside sources and other articles and things that have been said since the Blue Origin flight. Katy Perry now on record, and I quote, is claiming that she regrets going to space. She regrets doing the whole thing. She kind of doesn't see the point, and she would have rathered just kind of maybe not done what she did with the set list and the flower and singing the song and maybe just enjoyed the moment and kind of didn't really like the response that the public gave to her when she did, in fact, touch back down, and she regrets being that emotional about the whole thing.
What are we doing?
Fine. But that doesn't excuse her from what we have witnessed in the last few weeks, that she has kicked off her tour. And more importantly, the name of the tour, it's called the Katy Perry Lifetimes Tour.
What are we doing?
Hey, Eras was already taken, but we wanted to be just as big and as successful as Taylor Swift's Eras, but so we called it Lifetimes Tour.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Eras was already taken, Katy, and so she is clearly attempting to make this gigantic production of a stage show her own version of Taylor's Eras Tour. That's what Beyonce is currently doing. It's what Katy's currently doing. It is now the set standard for you to have a 4-hour show where you must be flying across the theater. There's got to be a production. There's got to be cars. There's got to be aliens. There's got to be dancing. There's got to be whatever Katy Perry calls twerking involved. If you are going to pull this off, it has to be as big as the Eras Tour.
What are we doing?
And so the first thing that Katy Perry has implemented in her tour, the same thing that JoJo Siwa is doing, the same thing that all of these celebrities are doing in order to make their show seem a little bit more interactive, is this scan QR code where the audience gets to vote what 2 surprise songs that Katy Perry will perform that evening, making the show in your town just a little bit more special than the one she did in the town prior to coming to yours.
What are we doing?
And so it's just like this big kind of like, ooh, come choose Katy Perry's set. And everyone gets real excited because it makes them feel special to the point where they think they were the one who made it possible for Katy Perry to sing those songs that evening. Now, strike number 2 for Katy Perry in the Lifetimes tour, okay, is the fact that she only spent 2 minutes attempting to learn any type of choreography or dancing for this tour.
What are we doing?
I mean, the choreography at some points in the show is a full-out Star Wars episode, okay? We've got aliens on the screen. We've got lightsabers on the screen. We've got Katy Perry battling an alien. Take a look. This is part of the show. It's Katy Perry in some cosmetic space lingerie outfit, and she is getting ready to lightsaber battle one of these aliens on a stunt wire during the entire thing. Oh, they got her. Oh, what's going to happen? And this is all during one of her songs, I think, E.T.
What are we doing?
I can't play it because we're YouTube partners now and I'll get a copyright strike. So this is just her battling a space ranger with a lightsaber for no goddamn reason.
What are we doing?
And like, hey, speaking of choreography and how dancing should go, Katy Perry, I have one question. What is this?
What are we doing?
Look at this. Ready? Watch. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Someone told her that this was the shit.
What are we doing?
Someone lied to Katy Perry, and whoever it was should immediately be fired. This, whatever this is that she's doing with her butt, that is the worst white girl twerking that I have ever fucking seen.
What are we doing?
I swear to you, oh yes, lift me up, help me jump, fall down, and what is that? Just Katy Perry on stage with her crotch hanging wide open.
What are we doing?
This is what she's doing on her Eras Tour. This is what the Lifestyles Tour has in store for you. If you haven't already bought your Katy Perry tickets, you better go now because you're gonna miss this. You know what I mean? Katy Perry, can she dance? Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
I mean, she's changing the game when it comes to dance moves. You thought JoJo Siwa was a good dancer? Have you seen Katy Perry? Have you seen Katy Perry? And by the way, strike number 3, in case you're wondering, is that the tickets, on average, for a decent seat at the Katy Perry Experience Lifestyles Tour, because you get all of her albums and all of her eras and all of this choreography and all this other shit that she's doing on stage, twerking, shaking her butt. I don't know what she's doing. It costs you minimum $350 a ticket.
What are we doing?
So for 2 people, after the Ticketmaster fees and a 2-night hotel stay in Philly or whatever city you're going to see her in, that's another $200, plus the $350 a person per ticket, you're looking at upwards of $1,800 just to go see Katy Perry.
What are we doing?
And even if you're just buying your tickets, you're looking at upwards of $800 to go see Katy Perry.
What are we doing?
And when you get there, Katy Perry is doing this. She is, I don't know if someone told her that was twerking. I don't know if someone told her it was sexy. But when Katy Perry does this on stage, I mean, hey, Katy Perry, one question.
What are we doing?
It's one of the most bizarre things that I have ever seen in my entire life. Whoever brought this tour together should be put on a list. They should never work with an artist again. They should never work with a singer again. They should never be allowed to do anything in regards to a live concert experience that people pay anywhere near $100, let alone $300 for a ticket for. I mean, we've got Katy Perry on wires, and then they just twirl her into space.
What are we doing?
Watch right here. Ready? She's like singing. She's on wires. For some reason, every artist has to be on. And then she goes. There she goes. Just off into the universe. They just spin her. She's probably throwing up. She literally just spun and threw up all over the audience.
What are we doing?
I mean, it is one of the most horrific shows I think I have ever been able to witness online. I mean, thank God I didn't listen to my inner voice when it said, hey, Levi, do you think you should buy Katy Perry tickets for this new Lifestyles tour? And I said out loud to myself, no!
What are we doing?
Why would I do that? Because at the end of the day, this is one of the most ridiculous. I feel so bad. I feel so bad because this is supposed to be her legacy. This is supposed to be everything she's worked for. Everything she went through with the Dr. Luke stuff, everything she went through with American Idol, all of her albums, being married to Russell Brand, like her whole career has led up to the point where she has now had enough albums to give herself a Taylor Swift style ghetto version, like it's kind of terrible version. It's like the Temu version of the Eras Tour.
What are we doing?
Katy Perry has produced the Temu version of the Eras Tour by Taylor Swift, and it is clearly and blatantly something that was either just thrown together. They're using AI. They have a whole video. There's a whole intro video. There's a whole intro video to kick off the show that Katy Perry put together. And guess what? They show clips of the audience having a great time at all the Katy Perry concerts over the years. All of the clips of the audience, of the people having a good time at the Katy Perry concerts over the years, AI generated.
What are we doing?
Because why? We don't have enough footage of people having a good time at a Katy Perry concert over the years? Why do we need AI, Katy Perry?
What are we doing?
It's like strike 4 on this chick. So if you're going to Katy Perry, have fun. If you're going to and Beyonce's the same way. She's got like robots on stage making her drinks, lighting her cigars. Beyonce is in a car flying over the arena. Whatever stage designer, whatever performer, whatever artist, whatever person, whatever intern, whatever chat GPT prompt told these women that they should put things on wires and fly through the stadium because it'll give their show that much more of an effect is out of their goddamn mind.
What are we doing?
What in God's name is Beyonce doing driving a convertible Oldsmobile through the air of the MetLife Stadium? I mean, what is Beyonce doing in the air to begin with?
What are we doing?
Like, can we go back to the days? Can we please go back to the days where is Taylor Swift in the air? I don't think I think that's where you go wrong. Once you get lifted into the air, you've entered now a different category of a live show. I don't think Post Malone gets lifted into the air. I don't think Taylor Swift gets lifted into the air during her Eras show. I know some friends who went. I'll have to ask, but I'm 99% sure I have never seen Taylor Swift at an Eras Tour show being lifted in the air by wires or on a car or coming down from some, like the fact that we have to put the artist on wires is just, I think, a testament to the point that you don't really have a great show.
What are we doing?
And that you have to create a spectacle. And what better of a spectacle than a flying car or flying human being during the Katy Perry Lady Gaga show?
What are we doing?
Does it make sense? Yes or yes? Like, do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel as if we've got to completely scrap it. We've got to go back to the drawing board, Katy P, and try maybe a Lifestyles 2.0.
What are we doing?
Get a better production team.
What are we doing?
Get someone else to help you.
What are we doing?
Take dance lessons.
What are we doing?
Do something to better prepare yourself for your choreographed portions of the show, Katy P, because whatever booty shaking, white girl, entire body, I don't know what to call it. It's definitely not twerking.
What are we doing?
Kind of shit you're doing. It's weird. I don't know. I don't get it. So that's why I'm not going. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for rocking with me this week. We're back. We're having it. It's episode 187. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram. We're at all of those links. Check us out and be sure to come back. Be sure to come back tomorrow for clips. Be sure to come back the next day for shorts, more clips, more episodes, more content coming this week. Shout out to It's Saul Goodman on Twitter, who sent me this genuine one of one straight from the set of Breaking Bad, Los Pollos Hermanos chicken shop apron, dude. You're the GOAT. Shout out to you. I won the giveaway because
all I do is win, no matter what.
You know what I mean? It's the What Are We Doing podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I'll see you next week. I'm back, bitches. Peace out, everybody.
What are we doing?